Okay, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update on how to find your grades in Canvas because tomorrow is the last day of the third quarter. So we have to give you grades by the end of next week. So I'm going to give you guys the whole weekend to go through and figure out what you're missing if you have any assignments to make up. So I got the screen slid over because I'm going to hide everybody's personal information. So if you click on Canvas, it'll open up like this. And when you're in here, I have more tiles than you guys. Well, you guys have specials, so you might have about the same. But the ones you care about are language arts, math, science, and social studies. So I'm going to go into my language arts grade book. Now I have all the kids' grades here, and you can see these are all of our grades over here. Now Molly was nice enough to let me show you. Yours will look something like this. Now Molly obviously does a great job. She's at pretty close to 100% in language arts. Great job, Molly. But the reason, what I want you guys to see is this is where you check for your last 10 assignments. See all of her assignments in here? And she's hitting all of them. Now, if you don't have it complete, it's going to show instead of saying 6 out of 8 or 15 out of 15, it's just going to say a dash there. And that's how you know you have to finish that assignment. Now, if you highlight over it, it'll tell you 3-5 giant pandas, 3-22 Penny's powers. These are all the assignments we go over every single day. Now, if you want more detail, you can click on grades. Now, this is going to show all of Molly's assignments for the here's all the third quarter. It gives you all the grading periods. We're just going to stick to the third quarter for now. And it will show you, Molly's nice enough to share my thing. Now, Molly doesn't miss any assignments, so it wouldn't show, but you can go back all the way to January 19th and see if you have a dash there. If you have a dash, it means you didn't do it. You can go all the way down here and pretty much determine what grade you're going to get in our class. You guys have had 400 points available, 401 points available to you, and Molly's gotten about 400 of them. There has been some extra credit and some different things she's hit. So I know you guys are going, ooh, how do I make up assignments? Now, once they're a week old, they become closed in Canvas. I can't open them again or it messes up everything. But we are willing to give you some points for old assignments. So let me show you how to find them. If you look, we've put dates at the beginning of every assignment. So you can go back to the day to find out what the assignments are. 3-25 is today. 3-25 is today. 22 was a couple days ago. So if you hadn't done 2-22 raindrops, well, you go back to your notebook. You go to, hold on, I gotta move this over a little bit. Molly would go to her ELA notebook. Of course, now my computer's going to go slow. So Molly would come over here to her notebook, click on ELA. It would open up. And I forgot which one I said now because I waited too long. Raindrops. Click on 2-22 raindrops. And the assignment would open. So it hasn't fully loaded yet. But she can then read through the assignment, type up your answer, and then you can go into Canvas, into the little email, and what you would do is send it to me, and email by hitting the message, select the course that you're in. You guys all have the same courses as me. You would select language arts, to Jeff Conklin, that's me, and then put in the subject, 2-22 raindrops. And then you would type your answers in there. Now, sometimes the assignments are only in Canvas. I'd say about 20% of them. A lot of the social studies assignments the questions are just in Canvas. You're not going to be able to get those questions again. So if you get to an assignment like that, send me an email and I'll tell you what to do to get some of the points. So if you have any open assignments, I'm letting you send emails through Sunday to get points for those. So as you can see, Molly's doing a great job here. Now let's look just real quick at the math grade book. So I showed you, if you click here, you see all the assignments for the whole quarter, right? Yours is going to look a little bit different than mine. But you can also, if you're a parent watching this, click on the analytics and it'll show you their grades going across. The 75 is like the mark. We want you to try to stay above the 75, which is great. It'll show you their weekly online activity. You should see how many times they participate by week as we go. I'll give you a little hint. We usually do 1 assignment per day in most of these subjects. So they should be somewhere in the 5 to 7 logins per day to show page views per week. You should start to see them in, right around above 10, because they probably should be getting in 2 or 3 times a day to get their assignments done. And then you can even see how many times I've emailed them or they've emailed me with questions. And Molly and I talk back and forth about a lot of questions in our chat. So we have all of that open and available. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video. Make sure you guys are checking language arts, math, science, social studies. Most of you are doing spectacular. Some of you, there are people here that haven't done like 8 or 9 social studies assignments and are going to get an N. And our social studies assignments are literally set up to be like a middle school class where you've got to just do your work and follow through with it. So if you see social studies and you don't have above an 85%, that's not a good sign for middle school. You've got to do better staying up with your assignments. And not for nothing, science, if you're not above an 80% in science, you're going to have a hard time in middle school. Now, language arts and math, there's a lot of factors that go into that. But science and social studies is mostly staying up on your schedule, staying organized, and you should do totally fine. So if you have any questions, send them to me in an email. You can try to make up as many assignments as you can. You have to send that to me in an email. Canvas cannot be reopened. But please check in and log in and check those tiles. You can also, if you're a parent, have them log into iReady. And if you go into where it says that progress at the bottom, I don't have access to a kid's account, so I can't really show you. But down at the bottom, it'll say progress in reading and math. And you click on that. And I can tell you that over the last month, they've had at least 1 assigned lesson in reading and probably 2 assigned lessons in math each week. So you can look at the dates of the lessons they've completed. And if you don't see 1 or 2 math lessons per week and at least 1 reading lesson, they're probably not doing it. Once again, we have about 80% of our kids are destroying it and smashing it. We've got about 10% of the kids that are like, eh. And there are 10%, believe it or not, 3 or 4 kids in here that are not doing it at all. And the scores on our diagnostic test that happen next week are directly connected to how the kids do transitioning into their FSA test and into middle school. So we just want to make sure with this being at home, we have kids doing a great job of being independent and doing their things. But remember, the most important time for you in 5th grade heading into middle school is literally the next 6 weeks of school. So please do not slack off now. We'll have a lot of time for fun in May, but April sets you up for middle school. So please do not let this be the time to fall behind or slack off. Send me an email if you have any questions about any of those grades, and we will take and update grades through Sunday if you send them in an email. The grade books are fully updated, not including stuff from this week is still open, but anything else that shows a 0, that means it's late and you didn't do it. Now, I will tell you, some of you have emailed me some assignments, and I feel like some of them got deleted before I put it in. So do me a favor and double check. If you don't see credit for something you emailed me for, try to email me and let me know that again, because I think a chunk of those got moved. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.